Hello, everyone. Hold up. Where did I go? Ooh, let's see. Hi, Mochi. And for some reason, I now have the cat. Okay, there we go. For some reason, I now have the cat sitting right next to me here on the on the desk, right by my microphone. Yes, Mochi, yes, you are cute and I love you. And now there is cat hair going everywhere and she's rubbing up on the mic. Hello. Hello, little kitty. Okay, so apparently this is how this stream is going to go. Blech. Cat hair just went right into my mouth. God dang it, Mochi. Darn it, kitty. I'm gonna get you. There we go. There she goes. Oh, thank goodness, finally. Oh. Okay. Well, this is it, folks. The long-awaited end of the Legend of Legaia series. I am looking forward to this very much. I have loved playing this game for you guys, and like this was one of my favorite games all time, still is one of my favorite games all time. So the fact that we're about to finish this journey is very surreal in a sense, and I am happy that we are gonna finally put this little chapter of our journey together to a close. We are going to be basically trying to bulldoze our way through the final two dungeons of the game. Oh boy, that's going to be a bit of a sell, because the final two boss fights in this game are not easy in the slightest. Like, this is going to be tough, especially considering I'm a smidge under level for what I usually am to do these. However, I did do a bit of grinding off stream, and I got some pretty nifty items that are definitely going to come in handy. So with that being said, let's see if we can jump right in and try to get this game finished. Because once this is done, I will officially only have 2 open projects that are still being worked on. That being Potion Permit, which will probably either be done either next week or the week after that. And the other major project that I haven't worked on in a while because I've been wanting to focus on this is Wild Arms Ultra Code F. And Mochi! Ugh. Okay, more cat hair in the mouth, and then suddenly I have a cat that has decided that sniffing my arm is the best use of her time. I love you, Mochi, but at the same time, you are being a little troll. And why are you about to knock my microphone over? And there goes my hydration. And the cat didn't even do it with the paw either. It's like, okay, I'm just going to use my tail as a baseball bat and just bye-bye. Oh, I can already tell this day is going to be glorious. But on the bright side, I am now officially off for the weekend, so this is going to be fun. And why are you back up here? I swear you're like a fuzzy terrorist. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. I hit the wrong button! I hit the wrong button. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Are you going to work for me? There we go. Okay, finally. Nope. Not what I was trying to do. I think we finally got things back up. Oh, dear heavens. Oh, dear heavens to Betsy me. Oh, boy. Well, I knew it had to happen at some point, but we got our first stream that was killed by the cat. Oh, dear God. You... And now she's hiding in the... Yeah, now she's hiding in the, Yeah, the cat is now hiding in the window with her tail kind of just tucked away. Okay, we are going to try this again. Hopefully with less cat scuff. Okay. Let's turn that down a little bit. Okay. Oh, yeah. I love you kitties, but why do you have to do this to me? Okay. I think we finally got everything back up and running. Okay, yep. Finally. I got my eye on you, cat. I got my eye on you. And your tail. Oh boy. Leave it to the cat. Okay, so... I did some off-screen grinding, and as you can see, everyone is now level 36 except for Gala, so everyone got at least 1 or 2 levels since the last stream. I've got pretty much all the best armor and such, with maybe 1 or 2 exceptions. And I went in and did a bunch of grinding with the coins at the Muscle Dome so that I could get some specific items. Specifically, I did some fishing to get this, the water talisman, or the water egg as it should be, and the Muscle Dome allowed me to get the coins for the Earth Egg, which gives me access to new Raw Seru summoning abilities. I will go over those kind of later after we finish this next dungeon. So instead, we're going to go ahead and jump right in and go to Aru Mice. Mochi, don't you dare. You go away. Bad kitty. Bad kitty. No. Don't you try to look at me all innocent. Okay. So, we're going to go to the Seru-kai via Aru Mice. And kitty, go away. Now she's in my lap. Teague. Aru Mice is deserted. There's nobody here. Tell us, is this where we can find the door? Strain your ears. I mean your mind. You can hear the words. No. Mochi, get down from there. Evil kitty. Aru Mice has been destroyed, but the words remain. They say that Teague will live forever. The serene words creep into one's heart. Teague is words. Humans, rely not on your imperfect eyes. Teague is alive. What are you doing down there? Let's go to the ruins. Okay, so We are now going to try and get our keisters into the Seru-kai in order to go after Songi. If we pass through the door, there is no turning back. Yes. I don't know, can we really call Songi the Seru or the Miss Henchman? Because Songi doesn't really serve the mist. Words are what show the way. And now we can go to the Seru-kai, the second to last dungeon in the game. And of course Noah is, oh my god, look at Gala with his friggin' like Ginyu Force pose. I forgot he did that. Need to tell you something. We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Do you guys even have hearts? I'm curious. When Teague divided his body into human and Seru, the Seru were entrusted with order. Ordered them not to meddle in human affairs. The Rotheru rogues staged a rebellion and came to the human world. The rebellion was put down, but the humans had learned of the Seru. So when the Rotheru and the Genesis trees were sent, their mission was to restore order when impending disaster threatened the human world. But in the end, as you all know, humans possessed by the mist took over. You do not know what transpires in Seru-kai, but you can save it in the human world. I'm sensing something shady going on here. Okay, so we're gonna have to protect the Seru-kai from Songi. Design-wise, this is my favorite dungeon in the entire game. It looks like, for the graphics of the PS1, this dungeon is amazingly beautiful. And the music is top-notch. So we're going to go ahead and apply the good luck bell to drop the encounter rate, because I don't really need to worry about fighting more enemies. Triumph armor. So that's going to give us a little bit of a boost for Vaughn. So we're basically going to try to bull rush our way through here. Because this is the end of the game, essentially. Once we're done here, the only thing left to do is to basically take Juggernaut. And apparently level 2 Slippery has the same ultimate move that Zeto had back at the beginning of the game. Like our first Mist Generator boss, and we're seeing their like ultimate move in action again. You quit that blocking stuff. But one of the nice things is I managed to acquire a War God icon for Vaughn, which basically turns him into a monster. Especially when combined with the War Soul. Because I'll show you like once we get done here. Like, Vaughn can basically take any mob enemy on his own now. Because of how dangerous that combination is. It also makes him extremely dangerous to bosses. So we go to equip. The War God icon. Attack twice in a row. When you combine that with the War Soul that increases the power of arts, and the Metal Gem that drops AP consumption by half, Vaughn is essentially a one-man wrecking crew. Because with that combination of items, he is basically capable of using Miracle Arts twice a turn. And against a boss, like that is almost 10 grand in damage per round just in what Vaughn can do. So, again, it turns him into a wrecking crew that is capable of destroying anything that he comes up against. Okay, so we're basically kind of just trying to get through this dungeon as quickly as we can. There we go. Like, see, even with blocks, he did over 3,000 to that one enemy. So, this is going to make these last few dungeons, like, very easy. Okay, that was just rude. He somehow managed to block everything I threw at him. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of you. Bye-bye. Even bare minimum, like Vaughn did over 2 grand in damage to that thing. So with the proper equipment setup, like you can really do some damage. And a magic fruit. Definitely need one of those. Okay, here we go. A healing berry. No! I didn't want to run into enemies. Thankfully, like, we're gonna get some better armor. Like, there is still one set of armor for each character that is better than what we currently have. However, we will not get that armor until the final dungeon. So, unfortunately, we don't have the absolute best armor in the game yet, but we will. Okay. Now you're just being rude. Go down. Even with all those blocks, I've still got over 3 grand. Ow. Rude. And you were headbutting me too. Okay. Hopefully we can finish this thing off. Oh. Yeah, I was about to say, that should do some decent damage. Okay. I've got pretty much all the equipment that I want going into this final home stretch of the game. Nothing there. Nothing there. God dang it. I might just start running from enemies. Let me see if I can run from these. And we could not. Dang. I had a feeling. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that, and just to be on the safe side, I did not come all this way for these jerks to ruin my day. Good riddance. Okay, so the combination of 2 healing spells should get everyone back up to full. Or at least very close to full. Oh boy. Alright, let's see what we got. And that actually got everyone back up to full health. Okay. Okay. We're doing it. Oh man, how the heck are you still alive? Oh good heavens. Again with the big wave. Someone's gonna have to use a Vera on Vaughn. How are you able to go faster than all 3 of my characters? This is just rude. Okay, there, finally. And Gala got the level up. That puts us all at 36, which is going to be useful coming into this next fight. Okay. And let's use Vera. And there we go. Magic water. Okay, so I'm going to use the life water on Vaughn, and then the magic water on Gala. Because instead of this wisdom ring, I'm going to equip the light talisman. Because that is definitely going to be a much better equip. Okay. So I think we're coming up on the boss. I'm fairly certain we are. Okay, now you guys are just being rude. Really, with the wave? I swear to goodness, if the second one also... I really should not have said anything. I had to open my big mouth. Okay, let's get rid of these schmucks. As much as I hate to say it, like, I kind of fudged up as well in forgetting to get a second metal gem because I could have. I just forgot to go and get it. Which is really annoying. And again, that's more of my mistake than anything. Okay. That takes care of that. Alright, let's try to finish this guy. Come on. There we go. Got rid of him. On the bright side, though, we are getting pretty decent experience and money. Not as good as we can get from the final dungeon, though. That's actually where I did the majority of my grinding, was right outside the entrance to the final dungeon. Is there anything? Oh, I don't need that. Where is... Okay, here we go. So we are at the end of the dungeon. So I'm going to re-equip the rainbow jewel. And let's see. We're going to go ahead and equip the defender chain on Noah. And I think that will kind of work for our final setup. Okay, let's do this. The Great Genesis Tree. That is a big honking tree. The Great Genesis Tree, that's the power of the Seru-kai and the Seru flows. It does look like there is something on it. That is a special Sim-Seru. It's robbing the Great Genesis Tree of its life force. If the Great Genesis Tree dies, will you die too, Terra? Well, we're gonna have to stop that real quick. We can save the Great Genesis Tree. Okay. Well, this is it. Look who it is. King of the Douche Patrol. Muscle-bound oaf must have a loose screw. I'm using my Sim-Seru to drain the powers of the Genesis Tree. If I absorb all its power, the Seru-kai will die. And then I, not Court, will have the power to rule the world. So he's basically wanting to take over the world job. I don't think he realizes just how screwed up his idea is. My Seru grew from the Seru egg in the East Vaz forest. Oh. It was Court who took a Seru egg that lost its strength and turned it into a Sim-Seru. By fusing myself with a Sim-Seru born of a Seru, I will become the ultimate life form. So you think you want to become Shadow the Hedgehog? I don't think he realizes just how boneheaded this idea is. You are the fool. But it's also being controlled by those Seru. So we are all heretics who have strayed from the path of Byron. But let us settle things once and for all. And now we're up against Songi's final form. This fight is arguably more annoying and more difficult than the final boss. And you'll find out why very soon. Okay, so I got lucky there. So now, time to show you what the Metal Gem, War God Icon, and War Soul combo is truly capable of. Now let's see. So we're going to use a Fury boost on Vaughn. And then I'm going to slam him with the point card. And you'll see why I did that soon. The entire goal of this fight is to end it as quickly as you can. Songi is no joke. Like, when I say he's harder than the final boss, like, I'm not playing. The final boss at least has a charge before he uses his ultimate move so you can prepare. You don't have that luxury here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, even with like 2 or 3 blocks, that still did 1,400 damage. And... okay. So now we're going to do that. And this is why I put the Light Talisman on. Just in case. You'll see what that spell is capable of at some point. Yeah, that is why this fight is brutally hard. He can kill your party members simply through with regular attacks. This fight is not a game. I have routinely had trouble with this fight in the past. And I consider myself a very good player of this game. Alright. And I still don't think we are in any position to act. Okay. Actually. Yeah. That should work. Okay, now hopefully he does not go first before Vaughn. Okay, thank heavens. I wish I had, now that I think about it, I wish I had put more defender chains on everyone. Because this fight is brutal. Okay, Spoon's magic level increased. Oh, that's not good. Actually, you know what? Never mind. This move I can handle. Yeah, 1300. I will take that over like 2000. I will take that over 2000 gladly. Healing berry. Okay. Alright, time to finish this. Let's see what we can do. I will say though, Songi's battle music is probably my second favorite overall music in the game, and second favorite. It's my favorite battle theme, second favorite behind the Rogue Tower. Okay. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. I had a hiccup with the fainting against Songi, but if he keeps doing that Chaos Flare, we'll actually be in good shape. That was rude. So you know what? I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Also, if he keeps just attacking Vaughn like that and not killing him, so that I can keep using my miracle arts, I will not say no. I'm doing almost 7,000 damage per round with this guy just with Vaughn. Come on. And he is somehow still standing. Oh, I forgot how tough this guy is. Okay. Chaos Flare. We can do this. Ow. That smarted me. But you know what? Not as much as this is going to smart you. Okay. 3 miracle arts in one round. If I'm lucky, that should knock him out of the fight. I want to say he's got like 65,000 hit points though. Or somewhere in that range. He's got a lot of health. And the fact that he does so much damage is just brutal. Come on, you got this. How are you still standing? Like, I haven't knocked him down yet. Oh, oh thank goodness. Ow, rude. Okay. We got this. Oh, we got him! There we go. Songi. And that's the fight. Songi is done. The raw Seru is separating from my body. Give me, how pitiful. My body hurts. I can't take it. The Seru-kai is a world intolerant of the presence of ordinary human beings. Now that he has lost his Seru, Songi will return to nothingness. He can no longer exist in the Seru-kai. For nothing, Seru. And with that, he vanishes into nothing. And Gala's lost his oldest friend, despite how corrupt he became. The Great Genesis tree is too weak to be revived. Did he drain all of its power? Well, that's not good. That's really not good. Oh. Why can't they talk? The Grosseru are growing weaker too. Our faith is all we have left. I don't know if prayer is enough to work. On its own, anyway. What will happen? I just realized with the flat the flat graphics of the leaves, the Great Genesis tree looks like a juniper tree. But what is with these little orbs of light? Wait, I recognize these lights. We haven't seen these since the underground path in Octum. What is this? The three faces of the past, the present, and the future. It's Hari! Didn't I tell you that someday we would meet at an unlikely place? But you disappeared into the earth below Octum. The god of time, Rim, known also as Teague. The prophecies of Rim, they are the words of Teague. The spirit of Teague that resides in this body has given us words that transcend time. Our bodies have died, but the death of our bodies has given our souls immortality. Brave Seru, the will of Teague will show you the path you must take. The Great Genesis tree is fated to die, and we cannot reverse that. No! All we can do is give the last of shining power to nurture the life of the great Genesis tree. So all it can do is extend its life by a little bit. Hopefully that is enough for us to be able to stop Juggernaut. And with that, the Seru is gone. But again, the Genesis tree is going to die at some point. So our goal is to defeat the dungeon before that happens. We shall attain complete nothingness. Make your own fate with your own hands. Admittedly, most of the final act of this game is cutscenes, which can be a little annoying. But now the Rosaru can talk again. Let's give the Rosaru the power of the great Genesis tree. I love how when Gala raises his hand for the Genesis tree that he just, like, shakes like that. But now, the Rosaru have attained their next to final power-up. Level 8, Level 7, and Level 6. There is, however, one more level for each Rosaru. Now we can do something about Juggernaut. The Genesis trees in the human world are linked to the Seru-kai. We must go to Rim Elm. We are not going to go directly to Rim Elm, though. Instead, we are going to go somewhere relatively close by, but not exactly where we want to go. However, it is exactly where we want to go. Mount Rikuroa, our second Genesis tree. But it is, however, the first of 3 that we need to visit. Well, actually, now that I think about it, 4. We do need to visit 4. We are back on Mount Rikuroa tree. Rim Elm's Genesis tree is dead. We can obtain final levels for each of the Rosaru at 3 specific Genesis trees. The first of which is this one. Noah and Terra, human and Rosaru who have traveled from the past. Teague now gives you the last of his power for use to correct history. Terra's level has increased to level 8. Now we use a Door of Light. So, Mount Rikuroa was the first Genesis tree in order to unlock the final powers of the Rosaru. Before we do the final dungeon, we are going to do the final unlock quest. So I'm going to use a Door of Wind to visit Byron Monastery. And I'm going to attach the good luck bell to Noah again, simply because I'm going to want a lower number of encounters because we do not want to waste as much time doing this. So let's go ahead and equip that. Where did it go? Where did my good luck bell go? There it is. So we can actually rest here. Actually, now that I think about it, I can go ahead and show you. You can now summon Terra. You can summon Terra's final form. As we find each of these Seru spells, I'm going to go ahead and show them to you guys so that you can actually see what they are capable of. With that being said, I can also show you the other spells. So the Light Talisman, I'm going to go ahead and wait until the final boss to use it. Instead, I'm going to show you the Earth Talisman first, along with Terra. So we're going to go ahead and heal here. And then we can go on our merry way. Because the Seru spells all cost around 200 to 250 MP to use. So these are essentially like the strongest spells in the game. Like the Light Talisman, ultimate healing spell. Revives everyone, heals everyone to full health. The whole shebang. So we've got everything. So first, we're going to go to West Vaz Forest. And then when we run across enemies, I will show you the spells. Now let's see. Oops, wrong way. Now, unfortunately, you kind of just have to go through the dungeon in order to get to the tree, because you do have to visit the Genesis trees. So can't really do anything here. So instead, I'm going to show you Terra. That will be our first spell that we use. And to be fair, the designs for the Seru spells are friggin' amazing. I feel bad that they didn't use the Seru concept in the sequel, but they did use something similar. We'll go into that when I actually do a series on the sequel to Legend of Legaia. Yeah, as you can see, that spell is kind of broken. But look, Terra now encompasses Noah's entire arm. But the reason I'm doing the Vaz Forest before anything else, now that we have Terra's spell, is because it's simply better to just get this out of the way, because I have to go to both forests. Which admittedly is just kind of annoying. And where is the exit? God dang it. Where did this exit go? Okay, so instead, now I'm going to show you Palma, the Earth Seru. Which, not gonna lie, kind of reminds me of Sephiroth's meteor spell from Final Fantasy VII, but Meteor Cluster, the ultimate Earth spell. Which is kind of funny considering it comes from outer space. And kablooey. Okay, so yeah, not the most useful spells in terms of like damage versus MP cost. Now, where is the water talisman? Ah, over here. So now, the Dark Stone. That is what we came here for. However, that is one of 2 items we can get in this area. Now that we have the Dark Stone, we can take that to Jeremiah, to Zalon. But we're not going to do that just yet. Because first, we can go back to Byron Monastery. We're going to heal up. Just so I can get my MP back. Because I like having MP. Alright. And then we are going to go to the East Voss Forest, where the actual Genesis tree is. Because going to the Genesis tree at East Voss will allow us to max out Ozma's abilities and give us access to his final spell. Now, fun times. I do like the music though, now that we have just about everything done. Now, let us... What in the world is going on out there? Like, there's a bunch of kids like in the pool for the apartment complex. And for whatever reason, they are making a huge fuss out there. I don't know why. Like, I can hear them from in here, over the game. And the water Seru mule. If you get, I'll be like, I'm pretty sure you can all guess like what element Songi's Seru was that he had. And, like, spoiler alert, it was dark. So the Dark Stone will actually give us access to Songi's Seru. Now, Mule, not the greatest design and not the greatest name for a Seru, but I do like the spell. Even though, admittedly, I wonder why they call it Avalanche when it's basically just a crushing wave. Like, that I don't get. But that does show us kind of like what the different raw Seru are capable of. So like they're pretty strong spells, all things considered. And okay, here we go. And I made it! No! I'm gonna just run, because I've already shown you all the spells. We don't need to go through getting rid of these schmucks. Kitty hair all over my desk. Where? Oh, there's the cat. I was like, where did that cat go? Little troll. I blame you for all the scuff that happened earlier. But a voice is heard from beyond the Genesis tree. Gala, Ozma, human and Seru who live in the present. Teague sends you the last of his powers so you may rewrite history. Ozma's level increased to level 7. And alright, so that is Ozma's final power-up. So before we do meta, we're going to go ahead and go to Jeremiah. And I don't even need to do anything other than actually go through with a door of wind. Once you get the Earth Egg and Water Egg from the Muscle Dome and Fishing, respectively, you can take those to Jeremiah as well to have Zalon craft the talismans. And this is basically going to provide us with all of the raw Seru spells once we have meta. The only spell that we do not have and will not get before the end of this is Juggernaut, because you can get Juggernaut's summoning spell. However, you have to be level 99 in order to get it. I am not going to grind 63 levels for that one item. I am not that insane. Like, I'm crazy, but not that crazy. Okay, so with Rim Elm's Genesis tree dead, you may be wondering, where does Meta get his final power-up? The answer for that is Soul. You have to go to Soul. The Genesis tree there, in the basement, where Gaza's body rests, will provide Meta with his final power-up. And once we have this, we can finally go down and deal with Juggernaut once and for all. This is the last of our collection items, because I could theoretically get more stuff, but I just don't see the point. Not when we're this close to the end game. Now, in addition to finishing up the game, one thing you will realize after we win the fight and go to the epilogue, you actually have multiple options for your ending. Vaughn and Meta, human and raw Seru who see the future. Teague sends you the last of his powers so that you may correct history now. Meta's true powers have come out. So now Ozma and Meta both have their final spells. Now I'm going to keep that good luck bell on just because I do not want to be running into a lot of monsters in the final dungeon. Like, I could theoretically use the experience, but we got through the hardest battle already. I can handle the final boss, no problem. If you can beat Songi, you can take the final boss. The final boss has a little bit more health than Songi does, but he doesn't do near as much damage. But with that being said, we can now go to Rim Elm. Oh boy. I'm probably going to be using magic fruits to kind of revive Gala's and Vaughn's MP. Understand how you feel. Even if we defeat Juggernaut, your family and fellow villagers may not return to normal. Yeah, especially considering what happened to Concrum. I understand how you feel. Yes, you do, because Concrum is a thing! I'll wait for you. I'll wait until you feel you're ready for this. Let's do this, guys. The final dungeon. For our own eyes, we've seen many towns recover from the ravages of the mist. Let's make one more miracle happen. We'll never, ever, ever be undone. Let's end this. With the power of the great Genesis tree, we can now open the final dungeon. Now's the time to bring forth the power of the great Genesis tree. Juggernaut's weak spot is on the inside. So yes, the final dungeon is inside Juggernaut's body. Well, that was pleasant. We gonna get eaten. Wild ride. I don't think that wild ride is a strong enough word to describe. Ew. Nasty. That was disgusting. Okay. There's plenty of goodies to be had in here. A lot more than people probably think. Even though the dungeon does look a little one-sided and very linear. Nidos. We haven't seen Nidos in a fair amount of time. So we're gonna do our best to kind of show you what is going to happen. And this is what Meta's form looks like. Inferno. For those of you that saw the fight against Rogue, you may remember and recall that Rogue used fire, thunder, and wind element attacks every other turn. What you may not remember is that his spells look very similar to how the raw Seru look. Because Rogue himself was a raw Seru. And 3,400 experience. We making some buku experience off of this. The annoying thing is that one of the items you can get in here is the Crimson Book, which, annoyingly enough, doubles your experience. Why you get this in the final dungeon of the game, I don't understand. It's very annoying. Now, the dungeon has seemed linear up to this point. However, now you're going to start seeing places where you can branch off and get the best equipment in the game. The raw Seru armors and weapons. Okay. So the deeper you go, the more powerful Seru you're going to find. So we're going to show off Jeddo first. Jeddo is, oh, for Pete's sake, come on! That was rude. Okay, so Jeddo was, actually Songi's raw Seru that was fashioned into a Sim Seru. And he's actually one of the more powerful spells in the game. Like, the MP cost of this spell is worth it. And this doesn't have suggestive imagery at all. Deadly Promise. For the majority of enemies in this game, this spell is insta-death. Case in point, they evaporated. And it murders anything on the screen. So, yeah. This spell is very useful. You can also use it against the super boss of this game, which admittedly is kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use Orb. I'm gonna try to go this way. And, okay, so that actually might be the way to go. But there's only one more raw Seru spell to use. And that is Ozma. After that, we can pretty much just phone in the rest of this game. And now we have Ozma's full final form. Now, not gonna lie, this is the best named spell in the entire game. Voltagore. Like, That just sounds like an awesome spell name. And it looks like Ozma is like starting a rave. Holy moly. One use and it leveled his spell up immediately. That was actually kind of impressive. Okay, so let's try going here. Yes. The Seru robe. That actually gives Noah a decent boost to her defenses. So now we can start making our way through the dungeon to the next area. Now, how do I get over there? Aha! Orbs. You actually can and will run into every type of Seru in the game here. So this is the best place to find any like leftover spells and whatnot that you did not get before. So if you're missing anything, this is where you can get it. Assuming, of course, you have the patience and the desire to do so. I know I'm missing quite a few spells from several characters, however, I don't really see the need to go and get them all. Like, it doesn't make any sense to do that. Oh, come on! That was rude. Okay. This is why I put the good luck bell on. Just because I don't want to be running into enemies like every 5 seconds. Because the encounter rate in this dungeon is normally pretty brutal. So even with some blocks, I got 4,000 damage. Oh, well, you're rude. Ow. Okay, so we're gonna have him attack that. Okay. I do love, like, the somber, like, tone of the music in this dungeon as well. Because this music tells you that you're in game. Like, you know you're in a serious situation here. Okay. With any luck, I might actually pull off a level up for everyone before we get to the final boss. The Seru plate. And that is also a solid upgrade. Okay, so actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to go ahead and take that dark talisman off and replace it with the light talisman. Because I don't want to forget. Alright, let's see. We gotta keep our eyes out for any branching paths. Gola gola. Okay. Rude. Don't you give me a hug when I don't want no hug. How dare you? Wow, he actually did more with that than the other one did with his rolling flare. See, that's the power of the spirit. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, not as good as usual, but that's probably because Gola Gola is a fire thing. So therefore it probably takes more damage to kill from Vaughn just because they have the same element. Oh, come on! The nice thing is I have plenty of magic fruits. There we go. Alright. Let's try to finish this. Oh, man. Come on. Of all the people he could have attacked, it had to be her. Alright, well, that gives me a chance to actually like boost their AP back up. I'm going to be focusing more on healing between fights. And that should finish this one. Nice. There we go, we got us a level up. Alright, almost an hour and a half in. More if you count the scuff. Alright. Why is it such a long hallway? Oh dear heavens. You guys are kind of annoying. Now, in my actual off-screen grinding fest, I actually did a lot of work with Gala in using the Kamaro spell. Let's see. So I'm gonna try doing that. So as you can see, Gala's Kimaro is at level 7, which is pretty OP. Especially when you consider his intelligence stat. So I don't know if Noah is going to be able to kill this Freed with Kamaro, but I'm going to give it the old college try. Ouch. Oh, that definitely did not work. That really did not work. Oh, wow. That was pretty brutal. I wish there was a spell or a way to actually cancel the like scene for the spell every time you use it, because I feel like this is taking up a little too much time. But at the same time, though, it's probably taking less time than it would to go through like 3 or 4 rounds of fighting. See the difference between level 7 and level 2? And it still did not die. How did it not die? I don't know if I should be impressed or concerned. Ow. Pain. There we go. Ouch. The spell did over 3,300 damage and it still did not die. That's impressive. Okay. So now we are going to use spoon. And then another magic fruit. Okay. Now the annoying thing is I could try to run from these enemies, but... Ew. There we go. And there's the Crimson Book. Now I could keep going down the rapids, however I do want to go down here. You know what? I'm gonna try and run from one of these things. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do this one. Okay, it worked. Yeah, I don't want to waste too much time. Now, if only there was... Actually, now that I think about it, there might be an item that can help with running away. I cannot remember it for the life of me. And we have Vigoro. How close is Gala to leveling up? Probably not. Oh, wow. He's actually only 1 or 2 fights away. I might just... Please tell me there's actually something here. Dang it! Mushura. Okay. So, I'm gonna try to beat these things and then see if I can get Gala and level it. And then I'm gonna try to run from everything else. That way everyone is at level 37 for the final battle. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of how much time it takes to beat all of these guys. I do like the design though of the Mushura, especially the colors palette for this one. I have to like it. It's purple. Okay. Takes care of that one. Oh, she actually beat that thing by herself. Nice going. And not quite enough. Well, that'll definitely be enough. Ow! That had to hurt. Okay, so one more fight, and Gala should hopefully level up. Now the annoying thing is aha. No, why did I not go up? I don't understand. How did I not go up? Alright, let's see what we got here. First off, I want to get that item that I missed. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Finally. The Seru helmet. Admittedly, I can't remember where every item is. But we're gonna try. Oh, great. Ooh, I don't want to fight these. I hate fighting these. Ugh. Alright, so let's try the other direction. And see where that takes us. There we go. And we got another item. There we go. The Seru plume. Alright. And that takes us that direction. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save, because only you can prevent lost save data. Okay. And a lost grail. That will come in handy. Hopefully. The Seru boots. And it's Maya. So tired. And this is what we're fighting for. And May. Don't look at me. Aww. Yeah. Oh. A life armband. If you did not go to save May during the initial attack on Rim Elm, you actually get May's pendant at this stage of the game. But because we did, thankfully we get a better item, a life armband. Oh my god, Barras. Oh my god, these things are fast. Was not expecting them to be that fast. Okay, is there any? There is not. Okay. Alright, so that goes that way. Okay, so instead we can go this way. And a miracle water. Okay. Level 3 spoon. Oh boy. Let's do this. All right. So, chances are I'm not going to be able to get all of the armor. I cannot remember for the life of me where the rest of the armor is. I'll find what I can, and hopefully that'll be enough to get us through the end. How many points do I have left on my point card? 3,000. That's not great, but it's better than nothing. The Rosaruta. I completely forgot that those were called that. This is basically what a lot of this dungeon is. It's just going down very long pathways with the occasional, like, deviation to get yourself some armor. Or in this case, a club. And there we go. A magic armband. Alright. Hopefully this one isn't too bad. Okay, Pueras. I can take some Pueras. These guys are chumps. can't fool my eyes. Bleh. You is dead. Uh-oh. Yeah, these guys don't play. Ha! But unfortunately, that I can play. Quite good at that. Okay. Yeah, he just saved me the trouble of having to kill him. Me good. I didn't even have to throw a punch. And Gala leveled up. Nice. Okay. The raw Seru fangs. So I think the only thing that I did not find was Vaughn's helmet. Everything else, though, I found. Which, all things considered, not bad, considering I haven't played this game in years. Oh, here we go. Oh, Mochi, what do you want? Holy moly, Gilliams. Ah, son of a fluff. Please run. Why are these things so fast? Oh, thank goodness we ran. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to use all of those. Everyone is back up to full health, which is the most important part. Now, one final save. Everyone's at level 37. We're gonna go ahead and equip the Rainbow Jewel back. And I think we are good to go. This reminds me of the tunnel we went. Oh! Captain Ampes, thank you for the subscription! Feel a breeze coming from over there. Oh! And we're about to be flooded. What are you shouting about? Holy son of a fluff! And of course, we are gripping on by Gala's fingers. Please don't let go! I'm trying, but my hands! Geronimo! Thank you very much for the subscription. I was definitely not expecting that. But we have arrived at the final boss. Really need to play this one day, Howard. I am doing great, actually, even though we had scuff because the cat turned off the stream at the very beginning. Thankfully, she did it at the beginning and not in the middle. Of course, right now, where are you, kitty? Okay, she's over there on the chair. Sleeping. I have felt this feeling before. Where are you going, girl? You get your booty back here. Cat say no, stream. I say yes, stream. The cat doesn't control me. Wait a minute, I've seen this dude before. And Court is somehow still alive. Court is fused with Juggernaut. Yeah, I don't think he's human anymore. Not after this. Sephiroth. I honestly feel like one of these two was influenced by the other. I cannot remember for the life of me which of these games came first. This one or Final Fantasy VII. Turn into a person again! I don't think he gives a crap about love. Human? Yeah, because this game, I believe, came out in 97? I gave up being human to be a mighty being. I am a being that transcends humans. A perfect entity. Will use all my powers to destroy them all. No, you're wrong. Me, Noah. Who is Noah? I know no Noah. I love the alliteration there. I need no Noah. And he shot her. 7 came out first. Came out 131.97. Okay, good to know. So yeah, Court definitely, I would say 85% chance had some influence from Sephiroth. Legaia came out 10/29/98. I sense the presence of humans. Weak, dirty human. I took a shower today, I'll have you know. Alright. Final battle. Well, where is he? Oh, there he is. And he's got a dragon for a tail. That's kind of horrifying. Evil Seru Court. Okay. So let's see. What do I want to do? I think we're gonna have him use... Yeah. We're gonna have him use a Fury Boost on himself. She will use a Fury Boost on herself. And then he will use the point card, so I can get at least some damage in. Okay. Not an ideal setup, but it'll work. That sound like kind of reminds me of Godzilla. Okay, we got some bad news bears here going on. No. Actually, you know what? Fudge that. Horn. Okay. I wasn't expecting him to honestly just come straight up and wail on me. Okay, 3,500. He's got a decent amount of HP, not gonna lie, but Okay. The nice thing about Horn is that Resurrector will bring Vaughn back up to full health. Now, if I have to use another Fury Boost on him, I'm going to be a very unhappy panda. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Ow! Rude! Okay, I do not have to use another Fury Boost. Okay. I'm gonna have her use Spirit, and then have him... Actually, you know what? Have her use a Healing Berry on herself, and then Spirit. That'll work. I'm glad I put the Defender Chain on her, just because that's gonna be useful for keeping her alive. And as the fastest character, she needs to stay alive. This, though, is the reason why I put Vaughn with the War God icon and the War Soul. Combine it with the Metal Gem and a Fury Boost, and he can put out a massive amount of damage, as you just saw. Like, Cork's defense is nowhere near as good as Songi's in the last boss battle. And remember what I said about Songi being harder because there was no charge? This is what I meant. Because now that he's charging, I can have everyone's spirit and be all the better for it. Okay. Final Crisis. Arguably the most powerful attack in the game other than Juggernaut's Summon. See, even with the Spirit, that thing did over half damage to all of my characters. And we're gonna go ahead and use Spoon. Okay. Okay. Alright, we got this. Oh, thank you for the throwing the things. Oh dear heavens. Final boss and I'm getting whacked in the head. Figures. Okay, that actually got everyone back up to full health. Nice. This is a very psychedelic final boss stage, though, not gonna lie. I do believe Court has a attack that he can use that does not require a charge, but thankfully it's not as painful as Final Crisis. Okay, and he's gonna charge again. I mean, I can do this. If he's gonna just charge like every time, and then Final Crisis me, I can do that. I can just keep flopping Noah and Dala on healing duties. No problem. And Ow. That smarted me. You're rude. You are also about to be dead. Wait. Dang, she did not quite get enough. She did not quite get enough AP to use her miracle art again. Because Noah's is arguably a little bit stronger than Gala's. And Noah did not get full health. But then again, her health is like through the roof. And here we go. Alright. 3,500, not bad. Yeah, because against Songi, Vaughn was doing maybe about just under 7,000 damage whenever he attacked. Court is taking over 9,000 usually. The only reason I'm not doing more is because I don't have a Wonder Elixir. If I had a Wonder Elixir, Vaughn would probably be doing over 10 grand in damage. Oh, thank heavens. Okay, we're gonna have him do that. We're gonna have her do that. And then he is going to use one of those. Okay. We had a hiccup with Vaughn getting his bell rung at the start of the fight, but so far, we're doing better. Actually, I've had an instance in both of these boss fights today where I had someone get knocked out at the beginning. Which kind of threw off my rhythm, but we got it back. Okay. We should be almost done. Because I don't think he has more than 70,000 hit points. And we're getting close to about that number. Come on. Oh, son of a fluff. This was his AoE, like, non-charge attack. Yeah, you cannot look at this and not be reminded of Sephiroth's meteor spell. Like, it looks almost exactly like it. Oh boy. I don't know how I lived through that. Come on. Oh, thank heavens, I got the spell off. I somehow got that spell off. Whew. Now I'm extra glad I gave that life armband to Noah. You are rude. You are exceptionally rude. Alright. Hopefully this takes him out of the fight. one of these two should get rid of him. I'm so glad I got that War God icon because that is making these fights go so much faster. Because without it, we'd be adding at least 2 or 3 more rounds at minimum to these fights. Did we get it? No. Curses! Die already! Alright. We got him! We did it! Woohoo! And he exploded. Why does it make me explode when I kill it? What is it with final bosses and blowing up whenever you kill them? I don't get it. I don't get it. Yes, thank you, thank you. And he dead. He definitely dead. We all did the best we could. Now the human world will return to normal. Ori did the best he could, but I think Noaru Valley is done for. The age of Seru is over. We are now just part of the collective memory known as history. And the raw Seru are disconnecting. It's a little sad, isn't it? No! Tara, don't leave me alone! You promised! Parents were killed by Seru, yet you want to be with me, a Seru. You're different! Besides, you're not alone. You have Vaughn and Gala. Ozma, we have experienced life and death together. How can you leave me now? Oh, Gala, has your dependence on me caused you to forget your own abilities? Vaughn, your heart is so full of warmth. And with that, these raw Seru are going to use the last of their power to fix things. Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Gala. Together, we humans and Seru were stronger even than ancient Teague himself. We are now heading beyond the twilight, but do not forget this. Humans and Seru are both born of Teague and are one. They have lived through the same era. It is time for humans to create their own futures. Man, this music just sends a tingle down my spine. This is the last of our Seru powers. Is there where we summon the... No, we've already saved the final Genesis tree. However, Hari managed to give it just a little bit of life so that we could finish this dungeon. The Genesis trees are officially no more. And suddenly fireworks. And that was the last of the Raw Seru's power, to destroy Juggernaut and free Rim Elm once and for all. Thus did the brave deeds of our three heroes defeat Juggernaut, who had engulfed Rim Elm, and brought to humankind a new world of true peace, completely free of the mist. Children of Rim Elm, be proud of Vaughn, whose home is our village. You actually do get multiple options for an ending here. Vaughn's entire story has come to a close. What a terrible blunder. Yes, you actually, I believe, have 4 choices here at the end. Have a Soren take me all the way here, only to find that the biggest hero is about to leave. I was tempted to say I don't remember, but I'm not going to be that much of a jerk. Correct, I am Usha, veritable warehouse of knowledge. The only thing I know about this game was from the demo from the PlayStation magazine. Yes, that's actually how I was introduced to this game. And I love it. Here are your endings. You get different interactions with people based on what you choose here. You have to tell Usha why you are leaving. You can go with, to thank the people who helped me, to see a mist-free world, to tell Noah my true feelings, and to train at Byron Monastery. I'm going to be kind of stereotypical and just mushy, and I'm going to go with, tell Noah my true feelings. How forward of me to ask such a question. If you choose to visit a mist-free world, you actually venture off with May at your side. Choosing this option, you get to go after Noah, who actually left the village already. However, she did not leave alone. Choosing this option actually results in May basically marrying someone else. Val does not want to see you off. I'm sure you'll be alright, but take care anyway. So, choosing the option that I did results in some interesting interactions, like this one. To be honest, I had hoped you would marry May, Vaughn, but it's out of my hands. Hope everything works out well for the both of you. So instead of marrying Vaughn with this option, May actually ends up marrying this man's son, Ixis. I'm engaged to marry Ixis. You love Noah and you're gonna tell her that, right? Maybe the 4 of us could have a double wedding. I'm so happy right now. Now let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find where Ixis is. Oh, here he is. It's kind of embarrassing, but well, that's how it is now. You work on making Noah your girl. I'm sure that's what May wants too. The Disco King is here? Oh, that's right. We did win the dance competition back in Seoul. That must be why he arrived here. And we have people from all around. So we have the village elder, we have Lucas himself is here. He's the one that brought Dr. Usha. Soon the Sora and Seru wings will become useless. Our elder and the rest of the Soren have made a decision. We've decided to live on the surface as humans. That's right, their Seru wings will soon become useless once the rest of the Seru die off. But Now the wall of Rim Elm is gone, leaving only this piddling little fence. You are ready to leave. I have something to ask you. After the village was rescued from Juggernaut and Noah left the village, she was carrying a baby. Noah refused to tell me who the baby was, but her brother Court was reincarnated. He was reborn through the power of the raw Seru. Noah must have been trying to leave unnoticed. It was quite a young woman. I have said goodbye to everyone that was worth saying goodbye to. See the distant lands, the rich world for all humans. And now everyone is saying goodbye. We actually do get to see where Noah left for once we're done. So now Vaughn travels off to find Noah to let her know how he really feels. I feel like Noah and Vaughn had a really good chemistry throughout this game, which is why I decided to go with that option. The credits. And see by the Genesis tree, Noah is there with baby Court. Well, we've actually managed to finish Legend of Legaia. Honestly, in my opinion, one of the best RPGs for the PlayStation 1. And Gala returns to Byron Monastery to become the instructor, the martial arts teacher that he was before joining our merry band of misfits. I love watching these credits just because we get to see how everyone does after this is over. Can't argue since I only ever played the demo. Breath of Fire 3. Oh, I remember that game. That was a good game. I definitely would put Breath of Fire 3 up there in the top 5 for RPGs on the PS1. Because I mean, it competes against this one. It competes against Final Fantasy VII. And Saryu, the ruler of Ratayu, is actually getting married, and it's actually a happy event now instead of before when it was a horrible, horrible experience. Nori developed the battle system. Noriyuki Watanabe. One of the things I love most about this game is the unique battle system. It is not very often that you see RPGs with this kind of battle system, and it kind of mixes RPG elements with fighting mechanics, and I love it. It's very unique and very interesting to kind of play around with. I honestly would love if they did a remake of this game. That would be the best thing ever. I'm already hyped for the remake of Star Ocean 2. That is gonna be super amazing. Because I would say, let's see, my top 5 RPGs on the PS1. I would probably say my top 5 is this game, Legend of Legaia, Legend of Dragoon, Breath of Fire 3, Star Ocean 2, and Suikoden 2. Like, that is my top 5. Straight up, for the PS1. At least as far as RPGs are concerned. Each of those games has either like unique battle systems, unique and interesting storylines, amazing character design and development. Like, they've got everything. I'm not lying. I would love to see this game like converted into an actual anime. Like, that would be pretty nuts and amazing. Of course, I also say that I would have loved to have actual English voice acting, but unfortunately they did not manage to pull that off. The only time that they got English voicing was during like the Battle Dome mini game, and even then, like, it wasn't that much. But with that being said, that is the end of Legend of Legaia. With this project out of the way, I now have only 2 remaining projects that are currently open. Potion Permit and Wild Arms Ultra Code F. And quite honestly, I'm not sure what I want to do for the next project. I have several different options available that I'm very interested in looking into. Let me see, what do I have on my PC that we can do? I don't really have a lot on my Switch. I mean, I have thought about doing an LP of Star Ocean 1 remake. I think I tried Wild Arms 3, but I couldn't get far on it, so I stopped. Wild Arms 3 is actually pretty good. I would consider 1 and 3 probably the best of the series, but 3 can be a little bit much if you aren't used to the battle mechanics. Rogue Galaxy. I have heard of that game. I never got a chance to play it. I never did get a chance to play it, which it did look very interesting. Now, let's see. .hack GU Last Recode, that would be a very extensive project to do. Definitely give that one a try. I actually will have to try that at some point. Thank you for the recommendation. Let's see. Bayonetta. I've already done RFL and Ayuden Chronicle Rising. I'm still psyched for 100 Heroes coming out later on. That is definitely going to be a huge project that we undertake once it is actually released. Let's see, I could do Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. That would be an option. Let's see. I'm already doing an LP of Octopath Traveler on my YouTube. In fact, I'm going to be uploading the next video for that tomorrow. Actually, we could do Star Ocean The Last Hope. Let's see, I've done Shovel Knight. Slime Rancher 2 is an option. Ooh, that's a possibility right there for an RPG project. Tales of Berseria. That's a little bit of a darker Tales game. Shovel Knight is really good. I agree wholeheartedly. Like, I loved playing Shovel Knight. I do have the VODs on my YouTube channel for my Shovel Knight streams. I think it only took me like 3 streams to actually make it all the way through Shovel Knight. Let's see, I've got Valkyria Chronicles 4. That is actually a very good possibility of doing Valkyria Chronicles. Although I would probably want to do the first one instead. I might do Valkyria Chronicles as an RPG. the end. Well, oh boy. Number of battles, 598. Number of escapes, 16. Took me almost 38 hours to finish this game. Maximum hits, 28. Maximum damage, 9572. Vaughn was knocked out 4 times, but he defeated 522 monsters. Treasure, 227 of 260. I acquired over 87% of the items in this game. So, not bad for a casual run. Not bad at all. Okay. So, let's see. What else do I have on here that we could do? See, Tales of Berseria, Valkyria Chronicles. Ooh, this is a possibility. Valkyrie Elysium. Let's see. Vernal Edge. I've been wanting to try that one. That actually might be a good possibility. And I have several Ys games available on here as well that are possible. Because I do have Ys 9, Monstrum Nox. I have been keeping up with the news on Ys 10. I've beaten Ys 8, like, on my own time. And it was an amazing game, and I loved it. So, I'm definitely looking at the possibility of doing an Ys game for an RPG project. But let's see. That's pretty much what I've got available on the PC. I could look at my list of games that I have for older consoles. I might have to do that at a later time and see what we have available. But let's see. Other than that, I think we're pretty much done here. But I did want to thank everyone for coming by. I had so much fun with this game. It was wonderful to, like, go through this again and basically reintroduce myself to this game that essentially defined a huge portion of my childhood. So, thank you everyone for joining me on this journey. So next week we'll probably start doing Wild Arms again. So I'm going to go ahead and see what kind of shenanigans we can get up to with a raid. Who is currently online? Ooh, Mara is online doing Ember Knights. I've never even heard of that game. Let's see. We got Layers of Fear, Diablo, Monster Hunter Rise. I'm not seeing too much out there, so we might just go say hi to Mara and see how she's doing. So let me go ahead and get this raid set up, and I will try to get the schedule out tomorrow. And then from there, probably either tonight or tomorrow, I will look at possibilities for our next major project to go alongside Wild Arms. Because Potion Permit is going to be done, like, if not next week, then the week after that. There's only got about 1 or 2 more streams left in that one. Because I think that once I get the Moon Brooch, and decide on which lady I am going to woo, that we'll pretty much be done with the main story of that particular game. So that'll put another project in the bin for us. So I think this weekend I'm going to be doing a lot of searching and trying to find out what I want to do for our next big project. But again, thank you all very much for being here, everyone. You guys are the best. And again, Ampez, thank you very much for the subscription. You're a real bro. And I definitely, we need to talk more often, So let me go ahead and do this, and then hopefully I'll have a schedule ready for you guys tomorrow, because more than likely we're going to be doing Potion Permit again on Wednesday to try and make our way through that. And then we'll kind of go from there and see what we can do. But until that time, this is Alden Foudre thanking you all for a wonderful journey through this game and bidding you all adieu.